Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. So I'm back again with yet another video in the Little Jungle Cup, and this team I'm using Ducklett in the lead, and obviously I'm using Ducklett because it is just so super strong in this meta, and also on the bulkier side for the small, like the Little Cup. Actually, that's on the CP limit of 500. So this team is again a well-rounded, balanced team with a Ducklett lead. Which loses to Deino Onix Wiggly G.fisk, and Skarmory to a World 1 Shield scenario, of course. To which I do line up my backline over here with Bulbasaur and Swinub that can handle all the weaknesses for the Ducklett. So this team is built around that, and on the safer side I am using Swinub as the safe swap generally, but in some of the matches I do switch out into my Bulbasaur if the lead is super unfavorable for my Swinub also. So that's the scenario. That's the team style and thought process that I had. And apart from that, Bulbasaur is really spammy, a bit I beg your pardon, a bit bulky, and it do resist charm also because of the partial poison subtyping onto it, and also grass, of course, because it's itself a grass and poison type. So Bulbasaur, I believe it's a super pick in this meta also. That's the reason I'm using it, apart from the other grass users, maybe of Fomantis or maybe a Cottonee as well. So that's the thing. So I'll not be elaborating the introduction much more, but I'll be diving quickly into the matchups, and I'll just share how this team went around for me in the couple of sets. So I did ran it for 3 sets, and the first set was actually a negative set. That was a 2-3 negative set, and then after I made a huge comeback, that was a 4-1 set and a 5-0 set. But I did not play it at a one stretch actually, but I did took some break in between, and then I continued. So that's all for the introduction. Let's get quickly into the battles and check out how it performed. So moving into the first battle against a long shot. So we have got a lead over here with Swinub, which is kind of a neutral lead, but Swinub does outpace me with the ice events over here. But the ice event is actually neutral, whereas the bubble beams from my Ducklett is actually going to be a super effective because of the ground typing on it. So this is going to be the first bubble beam, so I'll take it in a one shield scenario, because that's the that's how I'll be taking debuffed moves onto my Ducklett, and I can easily survive that. So I do survive these next ice event. This is going to be a double debuff bubble beam, which my opponent does opt to shield over here, which is I am fine with. So this is going to be the next I believe body slam, or yeah, it's a body slam, which does take me out, and I am right now in a good situation because I am down a shield, but like they are having huge advantage, but I am down a shield, like up a shield over here, and they comes back with a Cottonee over here, which is not a great thing because I'll be just one-shotting the Cottonee with the sludge bomb from the Bulbasaur. I suppose they were not quite anticipating the sludge bomb from my Bulbasaur, and now they comes back with that Ducklett. So might be there was a misclick from their end, I'm not quite sure, but they should have come back with that Ducklett. And now from this range I can easily tank one bubble beam, and I will be switching back into my Swinub over here, which will do outpace the Ducklett to the next move, and I just got the win for the first battle over in this set. So that's a great game. Moving into the next set, I have got a terrible lead over here with Shadow Manectric, which is not really great because that's the worst lead that I can face with my Ducklett. Electric typing actually. So that's the reason I did not swap out into my Swinub over here. Rather, I'll be going into my Bulbasaur. I believe this was a mistake from my end, but it went super favorable because if I should have come back with my Swinub, they should have hard countered me again with the Vigoroth. So now they comes back with their own Golbat over here, which I'm happy to take it with my Ducklett, because now then I can align my Swinub onto this onto their own Shadow Manectric. So this is going to be a Shadow Ball, I believe, which I can easily tank from that range, and I'll be coming back with my Swinub this time. So as you guys can already see, this Shadow Manectric is actually taking a bit of chip damage actually, which is adding up, and they went for the wild charge this time. So now since they went for the wild charge, they will be getting the debuff, and I can easily farm down with the powder snows, and I'll be throwing the icy wind back to back onto this Golbat. But before before I could throw the next icy wind, they just took down with the powder snow as well. So that will be a great game for the second battle also. Moving into the next battle, I have got a lead, which is a really tough lead, because that's a Wooper who which is running water gun and not mud shot. So now I'll be going for the neutral bubble beam, which will be debuffing my opponent's attack, which I am happy with. Now I believe I tapped on the bubble beam at the same time, but I lose CMP again. So this is going to be a body slam, which I will survive, and I did want to swap out with 1 HP onto my Ducklett, which I eventually do, and I switch into my own Bulbasaur over here. So as I was expecting, I should have thrown the back-to-back seed bombs earlier, but I take the air slashes from the Shadow Skarmory, and I absolutely get deleted from that range of health also. So now I'll be coming back with my own Swinub, and I'll be double shielding up on my Swinub and going for the huge farm down from onto that Skarmory. So let's see what they have got into their back. So they comes back with a Dragonite, which is super spicy, but I don't believe I have enough health onto my own Swinub to get back to back. I need to get to 3 icy winds to get the knockout, but after the debuffs also, as you guys can see, I was just a half a turn short of getting to the body slam, and they could knock me out with the debuffs Dragon Tail. So that's a GG's to my opponent. Great game. Moving to the next game with trainer Lucy, I think I catch a neutral lead over here, because they will be doing neutral damage with the charm, and I'll be doing super effective damage with my own wing attack. But as you guys can see, this charm is doing a bit more damage rather than my own wing attack. So since I landed the Brave Bird over here, I went for the Brave Bird, which got shielded, of course, onto the Cottonee over here, and then that's the reason I came back with my Bulbasaur. So since they comes back with their own Swinub, I could throw back to back seed bombs rather, to get both the shields from my opponent, and they comes back with their own Altaria over here. So Altaria is a great thing to be facing with Swinub, because I'll be doing double super active damage with my powder snows and my icy wind. So now since I'm up a shield, up 2 shields rather, I'll be going for the hard farm, and my opponent just recognizes their fate and top lives the game as well. So moving into the next battle, getting into a lead with Minccino over here, which is also a charmer, and I believe Minccino is having some kind of water move. I believe Aqua Tail or a Bubble Bee, I'm not very much sure, but let's see. Since I'm quite sure that they are having a kind of water move, which is Aqua Tail, yeah, and that's the reason I let the first Aqua Tail go through, and I do get the first shield from my opponent with a Bubble Beam, so which is really nice. And this time I can go for the Brave Bird, which will just one shot the Minccino from that kind of range, and they comes back with a shiny Skarmory of their own. So which is really nice to maintain correct alignment, because now I can come back with my Swinub over here to get some kind of chip damages, like not chip damages. I'll be debuffing my opponents and getting the first final shield from my opponent, and they comes back with their own Marshtomp over here. So for Marshtomp, I do have a perfect counter to it, which is my Bulbasaur. I can easily get the heart farm onto this Marshtomp, and I have back-to-back seed bombs loaded. So seed bomb, which is double resisted onto this Skarmory, will do a bit of chip damage onto this little Skarmory over here that I will mention, which almost does around 50% of its health. And now I'll be coming back with my Swinub. I will be shielding this Sky attack now, and I'll be going for the hard farm, I believe, which I can easily get without throwing a move. But since I got to one body slam, I will be throwing this time, and which will be enough to get the knockout for the Skarmory and get the win for the final battle of the first set. So that's a GG's to my opponent. Great game. Moving into the first battle of the second set, I've got a tough lead over here with Nidoran. Yeah, Nidorino, I believe. Yeah, Nidorino, which is a female version of Duran, and I'll be going for the hard-hitting move of Brave Bird this time. No baiting over here. So I just one-shot the Nidoran from that range, and it's out to that Nidoran. Since my attacks, like my defenses are double debuffed, I'll be switching into my Swinub, and they comes back with their own Onix over here, which I do get the shield, but they end up overthrowing the game and just top lifting it. So I'll take it for a win as well. So GG's to my opponent. Moving into the next match, I've got a lead of Venonat, which is actually running Confusion along with I believe a Bug type move and Poison Fang. So they went for the Poison Fang this time, and you guys can already see this Confusion, which is neutral, are doing more damage than my super effective wing attacks. So since I went for the bubble beam this time, I do swap out into my Swinub over here, which is generally my safe swap, and they went for the Poison Fang, which is resisted by my ground typing onto the Swinub. So since they come back with their own Golett over here, and they actually shields it, which is really nice because I can get to one more Icy Wind, which will be enough to get the knockout for this Golett and give me switch advantage also. And now since they came back with their Ducklett over here, which I'm happy to do face off with my Bulbasaur with a two shield scenario, because Bulbasaur can easily spam this neutral bodies seed bombs, which will be almost enough to take this Ducklett out with two seed bombs. Yeah, two seed bombs. And I just realized that my opponent is lagging a bit, or maybe is offline, or might be his app have crashed. So I will be waiting for a bit of like some time, and then I'll be realizing that like my opponent, since like he's or she is not there, I will be going for the farm down with the my Bulbasaur, and I believe they will be coming back with their own Venonat, to which I'll be throwing this Sludge Bomb, which is resisted, but it is enough to get the knockout and get the win for this battle also, which is a win. But since my opponent just lagged, or might be he or she was not there, so I'll take it as a win as well. So moving into the next matchup, I have got a lead of Ferrothorn, which is really spicy, and I believe it is running Power Whip. Yeah, it's a Power Whip which is resisted, which is neutral rather, onto this Ducklett because of the partial flying and water typing. So I'll be going for the hard hitting move of Brave Bird, and then I'll be dipping out my Ducklett. So since they went for the Power Whip the first time, I'll be shielding up onto my own Swinub, and they comes back with the Skarmory. So Skarmory is not a typically great answer for this Swinub in this little cup, because Swinub will be outpacing it to the Sky attacks as well, and this is going to be a Sky attack which I'll shield, and I go for the Heart Farm, which is scary because Swinub with energy lead can spam out this Icy Wind really fast, and can pressurize shield as well. So I do get the final shield from my opponent, and I outpace the Ferrothorn to the next ice event, which will be enough to get the knockout. And what will be the final Pokemon? So they comes back with their own Nidorina over here, and they throws, which is really great because they will be now energy dry, and I will be coming back with my Bulbasaur over here. So now I'll be trying to get a catch onto my Ducklett, which I do perfectly because the Poison Fangs will be super effective onto my Bulbasaur, and that's the reason I could reach to one seed bomb after catching that onto my low Ducklett, and I could easily get the win for this battle also. So that catch was really necessary for the win, and it worked out superbly for me. Moving into the next matchup, I've got a lead of Skarmory, which is actually running Steel Wing and not beg your pardon, not Air Slash. So that's the reason I will be debuffing my opponent with this first Bubble Beam, and this is going to be a debuffed Sky Attack, which I can easily tank. And then after, I'll be going for one more Bubble Beam bait this time, hoping they will be shielding. Let's see. Yeah, they do end up giving their first shield, and now from this range, since they're double debuffed, I will be shielding up the Sky Attack the first time, and now I'll be going for the hard hitting move of Brave Bird. But they did an absolutely amazing catch onto their own Galarian Stunfisk, but that Brave Bird also did so much damage to their own Sunfisk also. So this is going to be a Rock Slide, which I can tank with my Bulbasaur, and I go for the Seed Bomb this time. So Seed Bomb will be enough to knock this Galarian Stunfisk out, but it might also draw out the final shield, which in this case my opponent does opt to. So this is going to be the next Rock Slide, which will be enough to get the knockout for my Bulbasaur also, but I'm happy to do so because that's why I can come back with my Swinub and get some extra energy lead onto something they have in their back. So they comes back with a Water Gun Barboach, which is very scary because it's dealing super active damage onto my Swinub, and I do switch out into my own Ducklett to get some bit of chip damage if I can go to if I can go for one Bubble Beam. But now they did a mistake over here. They comes back with their own Skarmory, to which I get the farm down on it with the Powder Snows, and I have enough energy to get to one more Body Slam, which will be enough to get the Barboach knocked out from that range. So that was a huge mistake from my opponent's end, and that's the reason I went on to winning the fourth battle of the second set also. Moving into the next battle, they comes my opponent have Ariados onto their lead, to which my Ducklett is a perfect answer to it, and they switches back into their own Onix over here, which is a kind of counter to my Ducklett also. That's the reason I'll be safe swapping, countering it with my Bulbasaur, which does one-shot it with the Seed Bomb, and it comes back with the Wigglytuff. So Wigglytuff is kind of scary because it does have Charm along with Play Rough and Ice Beam. So now I'll be going for the Body Slam, to which my opponent does opt to shield over here. And since my Swinub is really low, I will not be shielding up this time, and I'll be coming back with my Ducklett over here, a double shaded Ducklett rather, onto the Ariados, to which I will be going for the Brave Bird, which will be absolutely a overkill to this small bug spider over here, and that will be all for this set, and winning this set with a perfect 5-0 rather is really great with this team, and I do have a super success with this team, so it's really great. So that's all for this video, and with this team I had super fun. So if you guys are running this team, do let me know how it is working out for you. And that's all for this video. See you again in the next one. Till then, peace.